Welcome back to another workout. For today's workout, we'll be doing single kettlebells, but if you have access to a variety of weights, you'll probably need them. For the first exercise, we're going to use a kettlebell for it. It's going to be right in between your feet. You could go a little bit heavier with this one because it's a row or a pulling exercise with your kettlebell, so we can always go a little bit heavier with those. So we're going to do a walkout, so we get a nice hinge. We walk out to our tall plank or push-up position, turn your quads on, pull your hips forward, flex your abs when you get to your tall plank. We're going to walk back to a nice squat hold position. We want to make sure that we keep our spine nice and straight, make sure our hips are extended back, and we're going to row the kettlebell, fingertips to ribs, on each side with those. So you want to exhale through your row, and then we'll hit another walkout, and then we'll go back to rows each side. Exercise number 2, we're going to do what I call a low burpee. It just means we're going to stay in the bottom of the burpee position, your traditional burpee. So your knees will stay inside your arms. Hands will be right under shoulders. And we're going to hop our feet back, keep your legs tight, and then hop our knees forward inside of our handstands. Number 3 and 4, we're going to do all on the same side. So we're going to pick our bell up. We're going to get to the rack position so your wrist is nice and straight. You can use your other hand crossed over, because you want to keep this arm nice and tight to your torso. We're going to sit down into our rack squat, inhaling through your nose, hamstrings parallel to the ground. You're going to exhale up. That'll last 30 seconds. So after your 30 seconds of rack squats, you're going to keep the bell on the same side. We're going to tense up our stance here, turn your glutes on, press the bell up, bring it back down under control, elbow to ribs. So strict press means that we don't use our knees. It's all in the upper body. So with these, you can round it out a little bit, going up and coming back down, or you can press straight up. It's probably a little bit easier staying linear with it, straight up and back down. And then we'll switch sides. Rack squat 30 seconds on the other side, and follow that with a strict press on the other side. So we'll move on to number 5, which will be an alternating mid-pull. We'll spend a minute on this, so you're going to have a hand switch in the middle. So we're going to get our swing-ready position. Hike your bell high in your hips, and we're going to bring our bell pretty much mid-level of the torso. So this one comes really fast because the rep in the swing is really short. The motion of the swing is short. So we'll bring it up, punch it back down, switch hands, thumb up, keep the bell right in the middle of your torso, punch it back into your backswing, switch hands, and we'll do alternating mid-pulls with those. Next exercise, we're going to do a lateral lunge pass. This is just designed to keep you in your lateral lunge a little bit longer. We do these with Cossacks and lateral lunges. The difference with the lateral lunge is I'm not focused on opening up the adductors in the interior of the trail leg, or the leg I'm away from. So we're getting hamstring parallel to the ground the best we can, nice and stable in the knee and the glute. We're going to pass it from the front to the back, switch sides, turn your obliques into it. Really just load up the leg and make sure we keep it off the low back with a good spinal position and kind of turning into that pass on each one. So we're going to step, pass, stand back up, step, pass. So you get a little bit of a break in between. Exercise number 7, we're going to line up in a plank position, except our arms are going to be folded underneath us. We don't want them out front. Your hips are going to be higher than your shoulders with this. So when you're doing a twisting plank, your hips are going to twist. Your upper half's going to stay fixed with these. So to do this, we've got to establish a base with the side of the foot. So my arms are tucked underneath, hips are high, so the side of your foot has to be down. I'm going to drop to this right side. So I plant my foot, put my insteps together. My top knee's always going to bend. And then I'm going to drop into the stretch. Back to your toes. I'm going to switch sides, establish a base with the side of the foot that's down, insteps together, top knee bends, and then we drop into the stretch. Back to your toes, side of the foot's down, insteps together, top knee, so it's going to have a nice bend in it. So you've got to let the fascia in your upper back stretch with these. You've got to relax and breathe with these, so if your range of motion is short, just take your time with them. Focus on the stretch in the upper back and the lats, because that's what's going to limit you. Number 8, we're going to go to our back here for alternating pike. So we want to hollow out. We want to keep the abs nice and tight on these. We want to keep your low back pushed into the ground. Quads are nice and tight. Arms overhead, this is when we inhale. So I really want to be really tight in my back and my lats. I want to push my shoulder blades into the ground here. So from shoulder blades, pretty much the tailbone is all getting pushed down into the mat with a good exhale. So your shoulders aren't going to lift off the ground with these. They're rather going to push into the mat. So that'll really help you get a lot of back tension and lat tension with these. And then we pair that tension with an exhale. Inhale, switch legs. Exhale. You can keep everything elevated as far as your feet, or you can catch a full rest and put that foot on the ground. So that's going to be your alternating pike raise. Number 9, we're going to crush grip the bell. So that just means we're going to squeeze inward and we're going to do push-ups. So if you want to do push-ups from a kneeling base or your toes, whatever your ability allows you to do, go ahead and do those. But we don't want our lower back sagging on these. We want to keep pelvis tilted forward, abs nice and tight. The best crush grip you can get, you want your fingers straight down. We don't want our wrists forward like this, or fingertips forward. Everything's straight down. So if you can kind of position your bell, you could do them on the top of the bell, but just watch your sternum and make sure you don't slip into the handle. Another way you can do it is just, and this is probably the better way, is just to have the bell on its side. Ultimately, we would want to work to the top, balancing on the handle. Any way we do this, we're crush gripping, we're squeezing nice and tight. Elbows are back, so this is kind of like a close grip push-up. So kneeling base is always something you want to go to if these are really tough for you, and push-ups are tough for most people. But elbows travel back, we inhale down into it, we exhale up and out on it. And then the last exercise, we're going to do some alternating high pull. This will last a minute, just like our alternating mid pull. We've got to switch hands in the middle. But for your high pull, we're bringing that bell line tight up towards our body. This is kind of like your precursor to your snatch. It's coming back down, we're switching hands. And then the elbow, we want to lead with the elbow. We want to lift the elbow up and try to keep that bell tight to our body. And just get a nice, easy high pull to finish each round for your 30 seconds. So we lock our, for your minute. So we lock our body out, get a pause here, keep the line of the bell almost like a J. Here's the top of your J, here's the bottom of the backswing. So that's going to be our round. We'll get a good demonstration going for you. All right, first exercise, we're going to walk out to our push-up position, then we're going to row the kettlebell from good squat hold on each side. This will last 40 seconds. Walk out, rows, ready, and begin. Good breathing, good movement on all these repetitions. And you can always add push-ups if you want a little more upper body work out of these. Last repetition. All right, 30-second low burpees. Stay low, keep the knees inside the arms. Ready, set, and begin. Rack squat, and we're going to follow that with a strict press on the same side of your body. 30 seconds each lift. Get your weaker side done first. Rack squat, ready, set, and begin. And time, we're going to go to strict press, same side. Ready, set, and begin. And time. Other side, rack squat. Ready, begin. Time. Strict press. Same side, ready, set, begin. All right, halfway through. After this one, 1 minute on the clock. Mid pull, so we're gonna keep it middle of the torso here. So your thumb is up, point your thumb down for your backswing, thumb up on your mid pull. Switch hands after each one. Ready, begin. All right, 5 down, 5 to go. Number 6, alternating lateral lunge pass. 40 seconds. Ready, set, and begin. Time. Twisting planks. So hips are nice and high, above your shoulders as you're switching from side to side on these. These will last 30 seconds. Twisting plank, ready. And begin. alternating pike raise. Good breathing, good tension, 30 seconds. Ready, set, begin. And time. All right, crush grip push-ups. I'm gonna chalk up for these. So remember, try to keep your fingertips straight down, no matter what method you're gonna use with these. 30 seconds on your crush push-up, ready, begin. All right, last one. Finish the round with a minute of alternating high pull swings. So this time, elbow is close to level with the handle. Switch hands in between each one. Bring it up the body. Ready, set, begin. All right, that's your round for you. Let me know if I can help. Thank you.